The article I chose is called "Is Physical Health a Spiritual Issue" by Tyler Huckabee, and he wrote it for Relevant Magazine. In the overall theme was that Huckabee explains how the Hebrew for loving God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, the word strength meant ability for the Hebrews, and then that was correlated a lot to how they lived their life, and they lived a very physical life with lots of hard work and toil. But they use that to glorify God. Nowadays we don't have as much physical work because everything's cyber related, and so this gets lost. Also, like David used very physical language in his Psalms. Paul referred to bodies in a positive light, but this goes against kind of the Gnostic Christian tendency that began in the early church. We debunked it, but it still has is pervasive in the modern church in places like no dancing and thinking that like sex is dirty, and that's just not really how it's viewed in the Bible. Jesus himself is the Word became flesh, and our bodies aren't inherently bad. It's the sin nature that's bad. The term for Christ being fully God and fully man is called a hypostatic union. I liked this article because it explained how the Hebrews would have viewed like Matthew 22:37 that says Jesus command, like Jesus told everyone to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. He really explained the relationship between the spirit and the body and pointed out how the body isn't bad. I like how he gives historical context for this concept. With my clients, I think it would be useful for all age groups, but a lot more so the younger generation, like the new working generation. As a coach, I would walk them through Huckabee's main points of loving God with all your strength, giving your body to God, and how we are his masterpiece. Like our bodies are a beautiful thing. We must all work to take care of our souls, which will lead to caring for our bodies as we respect and honor them as God's creation. I would walk a client through potentially having a devotional that they do in conjunction with their workout, just to make sure that they recognize why they're doing what they're doing and how they need to keep their soul in shape to make sure their bodies stay in shape as well. I chose this material because it was unusually informative. It gives context to the spirituality of our bodies and how we are directly commanded to honor God with them. This topic is very biblically based. It's an article. The article should help motivate us to incorporate our bodies into our faith and find them acceptable as God does. They're even beautiful. Pay attention to and honor God with our bodies, and that begins with a biblical worldview.